good one. Let's try it. Let's try to just get out fair.
Goodwin said to meet him at an alehouse nearby.
Hey, now! Follow my lead! Jesus, guide my blows!
Alright.
What? Say good night. I can outdrink an rocks. Step up! You'll see for yourself. I'm gonna pop you! You think you can cause a lick rock? Prove it!
This good one just watches.
Catch! Take the foe down!
You're not the one I wanted to be, though.
Back! Nothing can stop us. I'll stick you!
There we go.
Come raise a cup and lose some silver!
Off the roof. Is that everyone?
I'm feeling a bit dry over here! There's drinking to be done! Who's with me? to ground in the hay.
Was one.
Using shrubs for cover. You think you can guzzle the grot? Help! What? Shit! No! Go! Come, Razor, come!
Eivor!
There we go.
Is this where Justice hides when she's tired?
Hides? Splood, no. This is a wake, my friend. A celebration to ease the quill on her way to eternal damnation.
You heard.
Hilda's were not the only eyes in Winchester. My spies tell me stories of an avenging angel striking down the unworthy.
I've been called worse.
Be thou hail, Ealdor. That's Life Destroyer in our dialect.
I sat easy with my kinsbane, old honey waves alive in my horn, and my eyes on the door, expecting my death, yet unafraid.
You're quite safe with me, Dane. For now. If the mead is fresh and the air is cool, you may often find a friend even amongst your enemies.
What does a reeve do exactly, besides sniff around the king's coattails for the scent of praise?
I enforce and interpret the laws here. Not man's, but God's law. The natural laws that move the world and hold it together.
Well, if that keeps you busy.
I must thank you before the ale dulls me. By cutting the order down to size, you have given England a hope of unity. It must be a sour apple to swallow, knowing that you are the last of Winchester's enemies.
Are you sure the Seax is dead?
The bishop is dead, that's certain. And if the bishop was the Seax is dead. A transitive property of mortality, you see.
I do not believe it. Too much theater in Winchester. Overwrought prayers and wailing women.
Well, you could pay your respects and see for yourself. The funeral is today.
If he rots, I will leave with my silver. But if he lives, there's work to be done.
Watch your step, Eivor. He'll be a hefty corpse in death. Alive, he'd be much bigger.
There's drinking to be done!
Whether you find or make
Alright.
corpse, meet me at the Witten with your report.
But I'll take high ground for now. There you go.
If the bishop is worm meal, then here should be the proof. Did you know Bishop Aelfirth?
No, but I plan to write an epic poem of his grisly demise. Oh, poor Aelfirth, scorched of face. All your woeful companions, bold, bayoneted, weeping. Weeping as you are...
Sleeping.
Oh, perfect, yes.
A sad day for Winchester.
Maybe now God will reward us with a man who truly believes in him.
Such a grisly fate. Did you know
Grant
Aelfir?
my brother
By
Aelfir
reputation, I did.
eternal
He was
bliss,
no friend of Alfred's.
where joy
I once had them
endures
quarreling
for
into
all
Witten.
those beloved of God.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Makes no odds to me. But I'm sorry for Harriet. She cared so much for him. More than a sister should.
Are you the bishop's family?
God, no. Just here to make sure that impious bastard is actually dead. He bedded my wife, the randy bastard.
Did you know Bishop Aelfirth?
Barely. But can you still smell the burned flesh? It's rife across the whole graveyard.
A stranger comes to Wember.
You do not mourn like they do.
Wember is always here, helping the sleeping, singing to them, so they are not frightened before they meet God.
The sleeping? You mean the dead?
Wember helps the monks. Dig, dig, dig.
You dig the graves. Did you bury Aelfirth?
Have you seen Layoff? My poor friend. Poor Layoff.
Leof, what happened to him?
Sleeping? Sleeping like my dog when I hugged him too hard.
Someone heard Leof.
Oh.
Yes, yes. And while he slept, they stole his face.
His face.
Are we friends now?
Interesting.
Do you not see? I am in prayer.
May we speak of your brother's death?
Have you no shame? Leave me.
We both know your brother's faith was a cloak of lies. He used your God's words for his own ends.
Who are you to judge a man of faith? You, a Dane who believes in giants and wolves that eat the sun? Be gone.
Get away from me, demon! Guards! Protect me!
Only his head and neck are burned.
You have the advantage.
Okay. So, he's stealing faces. Stay alive. Yeah.
Why will you not leave me alone?
Enough of this cat and mouse. Where's your brother, the one they call the Seax?
He is a ghost now, but he will make himself flesh once more at the Witten. And Alfred will be king no more.
He means to kill Alfred.
Regicide? No. The king will step aside and Aelfirth will lead us all, risen and resplendent as the Lord.
You are a damned fool.
Aelfirth, Warden of Faith, assassinate the Seax. He intends to murder King Alfred at the Great Hall in Winchester. Priest to Aelfirth the Seax. Aelfirth was born into a poor but devout family of Christian settlers in the northern wilds. Devoted to his mother, he followed her everywhere. She, in turn, would hold him close and whisper wondrous stories of God's everlasting love and kindness. This made her murder at the hands of the pagan Norse raiders all the more difficult for Aelfirth to bear. From that day, the Seax was at war with God, but only with the Order did he find sweet revenge. He posed as God's mouthpiece in Winchester, controlling lords and peasants from the pulpit. Alright. Have to go save King Alfred now.
What do you see, Sunan?
There, this building. Up there.
In the
The
past,
Seax must be hiding in the crowd, biding his time to strike at Alfred.
English prose has been creaking. Not priest, clerk, or abbot can turn the letter of their sermons from Latin to English. And how can we understand God's words if they are not spoken in our tongue? Aelfirth is dead, and we mourn him. But the foul deeds of the unrighteous are sown among our holy deeds, like cockles and tare in a field of wheat. Education, wisdom, enlightened thought. This will raise us above the sins of our fathers. These I will demand of the next Bishop of Winchester. And so
Get
we
any
meet
closer?
to discuss all worthy candidates and choose the man who will shepherd our flock.
No! Gotcha.
Hey, what?
How sweet is the shepherd's pipe when he calls his lambs to slaughter. I was born to Christians in the northern wilds. My mother would cradle me beneath the stars and whisper, dove-like, God watches over you. Then your people came. And God fixed his stout eye as they slit her throat for a copper ring. No stars threw down their spears as barbarians smeared her blood through fields of broken wheat. God watched all, and I hated him.
It may be Alfred's God was testing you. A trial you failed.
Alfred's God is weak, yet he would chain us all in his service, from our first breath to our death rattle. My order wishes to break these mind-forged manacles. I am the wolf in lamb's wool.
He takes on the role of a god himself. A worthy path to walk. A wolf is but a walking feast for ravens.
One more gift for you, Dane. A deadly truth, if you can find it. With my death, the Order will not die. It will only transform into something far worse for all of us.
Aelfirth will not cheat Loki's dread daughter twice.
I owe you my life.
An irony not lost on me, Alfred.
My king, we'll go by back streets to the Old Minster. Eivor may find us there when all has settled.
Aelfirth, my love! No! Curse you, Dane! My brother served God.
He was not a Christian. He abhorred your god.
But why strike him down? Have you no compassion for good men?
We both have more questions than answers. But if you know this key, perhaps we can help one another. Where is its home?
You treated me with kindness, but this damned order, their machinations killed my brother, so the rest may rot. Take this key to the ruins beneath the bishop's house. You may find answers there.
Alright. Care of Aelfirth. Beneath the bishop's house. Oh. I was gonna say all these scrolls in here and nothing to read. King's order. I oft wondered why good and wise men would not have translated the great ecclesiastical works from Latin, because they did not think that men ever would become so careless and learning so decayed as it is now in Wessex. I have translated the book that is called in Latin Pastoralis and in English Shepherd Book, in the hope I will leave literacy as my legacy. Send these texts to bishops and priests of Wessex. Instruct them to start copying and translating the holy books and manuscripts. I ordered the making of several pendants. Collect them and send them with the manuscripts as a token of goodwill, King Alfred.
I need your eyes, my friend.
This way. Bishop's residence. Dead guards? Interesting.
If Aelfirth's sister spoke true, I will find answers in the ruins. This must be it. The door to Aelfirth's secrets.
Temple of Mithras. Let's find out. An unsealed letter. The mark is Alfred, a withered sprig from his father's trunk. We should have seen it
I'll
earlier.
send this to Hyde.
Someone.
He may make some sense of it.
Someone calling himself a poor soldier is colluding with our king and feeding him names. London and Eoforwick have already fallen to this treacherous rat. Burn the king to ash before he reaches the roots, the instrument. Anything else on here? That door is barred. Let me see. Ow. Well, that was simple enough.
Jammed. Need to get on the other side.
That's one way to let them know you're here. Fated decree, a universal decree, writ this 870th year of the Christian Jesus.
Everything they did was to undermine Alfred. She lied to
Bulwark.
me. There's nothing here of the Order. I should see Alfred for my reward.
Bulwark England against outside agitators. She is our last great fortress upon this earth, with walls not only of timber and stone, but of will that have repelled our ancient rivals for over 4 centuries. Yet now we face a new threat, ravenous Stains who have not yet accepted our supremacy. We must fight to turn them, or eliminate them. Though embattled, our sects in Francia and Ireland stand ready for our glorious return. Be ready, or be ever resolute. Though our order may diminish, our truths are eternal. The Father. Someone setting up a trap on the way out? Or can I just leave? So we went down. I didn't check over this way. This is just a loop. Okay.
Meum est sordidum
Come forth, Eivor.
Here is far enough.
When wrongdoers came to devour my flesh, these enemies stumbled and fell.
Have the laws of hospitality been thrown out, Alfred? I did exactly as we agreed.
That you did. But do not mistake necessity for friendship.
You are a man of your word, a man of God.
Indeed. By his example, I live my life. Goodwin?
Here is the only silver fit for one of your dragon boats. A reminder of Christ's sacrifice and our charity.
This too I offer you. Live here among us in peace as a Christian, or die a pagan in a blood-soaked field. All you have to lose is life everlasting.
And if I choose neither?
He offers you hope, Eivor. A life of purpose, above and beyond this one. You'd be a fool to refuse.
Your reign will end, King of the West Saxons. Raven wings will beat until your throne crumbles to dust.
You were wrong, Goodwin. This one is beyond saving.
What's this?
You had your chance, damn you!
I did not want it.
Sessionum in penultime session. Quod summonum.
Damn you, Alfred.
Ecce ponte domino musca ordo.
Escape the cathedral.
I will return to Hytham and Ranvi. They will want to know what happened here.
Okay.